Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay Jung, a licensed architect in BC and the owner of Jay Jung Architect Inc. And today we are diving into Coquitlam's latest multiplex zoning update, especially if you are a homeowner, builder, or developer planning a multi-unit project. If you've been following our channel, we've already looked at how cities like Vancouver, Burnaby, Surrey, Port Moody, Richmond, and Maple Ridge are implementing new housing policies. Today, we are focusing on Coquitlam, which has just finalized its zoning changes in response to BC's Bill 44. Most cities rolled out their new zoning last year, June 30, 2024. But Coquitlam, along with some other municipalities, applied for an extension. These weren't blanket delays. Each city had to justify their request, and extension length varied. Coquitlam received a one-year extension beyond the provincial deadline, citing concerns over infrastructure capacity and the potential health and safety impacts of rapid densification. June 9, 2025, City Council approved the new zoning bylaw. Then on June 23rd, additional amendments were passed to support implementation. We now have a clear direction on what's allowed. Let's take a look at the changes. Coquitlam has restructured its residential zones. The RS1, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, and RT1 zones have been merged into a new R1 small-scale residential zone. Meanwhile, RS4, 5, 7, and 8 were combined into R2 compact small-scale residential. Some selected properties were reclassified as R3 traditional small-scale residential. Here's breakdown. R1 small-scale residential applies to larger lots and allows up to 4 dwelling units, including multiple principal buildings. R2 compact small-scale residential permits the same unit count but a smaller lots. R3 traditional small-scale residential is more restrictive, allowing only one principal building per lot, though we can still have up to 4 units. Permitted housing types across this zone include single detached homes, duplex, triplex, fourplexes, garden suites, laneway houses, and carriage homes. However, unlike other municipalities that allow up to 6 units near frequent transit, Coquitlam caps all lots at 4 units. Now, let's talk about parking, because this is where Coquitlam really stands out. The city's requirements are much stricter than in places like Burnaby, where only 0.5 parking spaces per unit are required for lots with 3 or more lots. In Coquitlam, units under 850 square feet require 1 parking stall. Units between 850 to 1700 square feet require 1.5 stalls. And units over 1700 square feet requires 2 stalls. That adds up quickly. And remember, only 1 driveway is permitted per lot, regardless of how many units you build. This makes efficient site plan extension. Coquitlam also requires an amenity area of about 215 square feet per dwelling unit. This space can be shared or private. Okay, here's a real-world example. We have been working on a triplex project under the old RT1 zoning and previously submitted to the city early this year. However, the city suggested that we wait for the upcoming zoning update in July. Now we are in the design phase and considering a duplex style with the garden suites, resulting in a total of 4 units. There are several scenarios depending on the condition of the lot. If you choose to demolish the existing house and start fresh, there are multiple multiplex options available. Alternatively, if you prefer to retain the existing house and add new buildings at the rear, that's also a viable option. We are currently reviewing a few of these scenarios for our clients. Another important element is floor area ratio, or FAR. Unlike Burnaby, which doesn't impose FAR limits on multiplexes, Coquitlam does. For R1 small-scale residential, up to 2 units, max FAR is 0.65. 3 and 4 units, max FAR is 0.75. In our case, the lot is 862 square meters, so at 0.75 FAR, the buildable area is kept at 647 square meters. Because the lot is sloped, we use the natural grade to create walkout basement suites, minimizing excavation while maximizing livable space. It's a great strategy when working with sloped lots. We are submitting this application to the city today, and we will keep you updated on this. Okay, so what's the bottom line here? If you're a property owner in Coquitlam or if you are thinking about developing, this is your window of opportunity. If you have an extra large lot, you can subdivide it into 2 lots and develop 2 multiplexes. The new zoning allows for more housing options, but it also brings in stricter requirements. The key is to plan smart, calculate carefully, and design within these new constraints. Okay, that's it for today's update. We'll be back with more project insights and design tips. So don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.